welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Anuja.
And I'm Hital, and today we're making by far the most requested recipe that we've ever had, and that happens to be naan. So let's get started.
All right. Over here we have half a cup of warm water. Now we've put it in the microwave for 15 seconds and it's just perfect temperature. And here we have 1 teaspoon of rapid rise yeast, and we're going to add it to the water and give it a mix.
If you're not using rapid rise yeast, that's perfectly fine too. This just lets us save a little bit of time in the whole rising process, but the other yeast is absolutely fine.
Right. And to this we're going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. So what happens is the yeast is actually in the dormant stage and the warm water wakes it up and the sugar feeds it. So we're going to again mix it well, make sure there are no lumps, and cover it and leave it aside for about 5 to 7 minutes.
So over here we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, which is also maida, and to this we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt and mix it up. And we also have 4 teaspoons of oil. And we're going to mix this until all the flour and all the oil is well incorporated and there are no more lumps in here.
Okay, it's been about 5-6 minutes and our yeast looks fantastic. It has risen. Give it another mix. And to this we're going to add in some yogurt. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of yogurt and an egg. And mix.
So in one of our Tuesday tip videos, we've given you a wonderful egg substitute, and that happens to be flaxseed powder. So it's just 1 tablespoon of flaxseed powder mixed with 3 tablespoons of water, and you leave it aside until it becomes a nice gooey consistency similar to eggs. And this is a absolute wonderful recipe to try that in. If you don't eat eggs, then get yourself some flaxseed powder. It works really well.
All right, this is mixed well. And we're going to add this to the dough now. We're going to knead it with this.
And you can pour in a little bit at a time. So bring the dough together into a ball, and if it's a little sticky, that's okay. It needs to be a little bit soft.
All right, and we're going to just drizzle a little bit of oil on top just so that it doesn't form a coat.
And we're going to keep this in our oven because it's a little bit chilly out here for us. So we're going to cover it and keep it in a warm oven, just about 170 degrees or so Fahrenheit. And we're going to let it rise for 1 hour because we've used the rapid rise yeast. So if you haven't used the rapid rise yeast, then let it rise for an hour, punch it down, and then let it rise again 1 more time.
All right, it's been about an hour and a half and the dough has risen fantastic.
We got a little busy and look what happened.
Spooky. Also, the oven has been preheated to the maximum it possibly can reach. Ours goes up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit, but if yours is even a little bit more or less, that's fine. Either way is wonderful, so get that going.
Look at this. It's so pretty, I don't want to touch it. But what we're going to do is we're going to lightly oil our fingers because this is a very soft dough, and we're just going to take this dough and kind of form another ball and gently knead it. And it's going to be very soft, and that's okay.
Right, and it will kind of just, flatten out. So don't be scared, that's okay. It's supposed to do that. While Hital's doing that, I'm going to get prepped up over here. I'm going to put some flour over here.
And I'm going to take a little flour and just dust this so that I can work with it a lot easier. And it doesn't stick to the sides of my bowl. And we can take this and just make small little portions. You can make your naan as big or as little as you want, but like a little, like fits in your palm. It's about a good size, right?
Right. I'm going to do here is just basically start rolling it. Now you can make it any shape you like. You can make it round, you can make it oval, square if you have the talent.
A lot of times in the restaurants, you'll never find a perfectly round naan. So I don't know if they do that on purpose or what the theory behind that is, but they look great nonetheless.
All right, there you go. Fantastic. Get a little point over there if you want. And we're just going to put it over here.
So we're using a pizza stone to bake our naan. And what the benefit you get by using a pizza stone is that it just retains a lot of heat. And when you put your naan on top of there, you don't have to flip it over. The pizza stone cooks the bottom, and we're putting it at the very top level of our oven. So the heat on the top kind of cooks it from the top. So it kind of saves a step, but if you don't have a pizza stone, you can use a regular baking pan also.
And one of the things we actually forgot to mention was that the oven is preheating with the pizza stone in it. So that it rises, the temperature of the pizza stone rises at the same time and to the same amount as the oven. So now we've shown you one plain one. Here's one with garlic. Just pat it in. You just finely chop the garlic. And you can also use kalonji, or also known as
nigella, I think. Yeah. Nigella or onion seeds.
Right.
Even though they are not onion seeds.
But it gives a fantastic flavor. And again, roll it in. And we're ready for the pizza stone.
And we can put our naan on top of our pizza stone. It's important not to remove the pizza stone from the oven until you're ready to put your naan on.
They're out of the oven. They look fantastic. Look at that. Fabulous.
And the garlic one smells so good.
That is so true.
So a final step, it's optional, but it's worth your while, I think, to do it, is you can butter these lightly. They're so nice and soft.
Alright, that looks good. You're going to put them in an insulated box till you're ready to eat. Of course, they're best served fresh and eaten fresh. Wow.
So this process might seem like it takes a long time to do, but actually this is faster than making your regular parathas or chapatis or rotis, because you're rolling 4 at a time and you're putting it in, and while they're baking you can get another 4, or however big your pizza stone is, you can just get the next process started, and within like minutes you have enough for your whole family, and it's not like you're slaving and serving them one by one. Everybody can sit together and eat together, so it's a good option.
Yes. So basically, recapping the whole process is one of the things is you have to have the oven rack as close to the top as possible without burning it and without touching it, of course. And like Ethel mentioned, get them all going, have them ready before you put them on the pizza stone and before you put them in the thing. So have 4 of them ready before you get the first lot going. So then the cycle is very easy, and the process just goes on faster, and you have yourselves good amount of naans before you know it.
Right. And it's such a, I think it's a treat for our families, because they're just so soft and so yummy, and you'll really appreciate it. So I think your families will really appreciate it. So do give them a try. They're really, really good.
Yes. And this is actually a very good investment. I think we mentioned it quite a few times before. This is a great investment, especially for moms who are going to be making, and then they want to actually eat with their families, but the food's cold and stuff like that. So just get one of these and you can put it in there and just sit down and eat as a family together. So enjoy your naans. These are perfect. We've given you a wonderful option for eggs and a great option for without eggs. So enjoy them and join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.